Oh, yeah. Good morning. Happy Monday, February the 9th at 5:54 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Welcome to the show. Hope you had a great weekend. I want to welcome everybody on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Podbean, Rumble, Kick Twitch. I probably forgot one. But anyway, welcome to you all. However, you're coming into the program this morning. Let's kick off your work week or whatever it is to the kick your week off and have some fun. The day after the Super Bowl, very much decided and dominated by the Seattle team and the Seahawks, and not much else to be said except they dominated New England. Didn't like either team, but especially like that New England came up and lost that game for reasons because good morning, Miss Jenna Turnipseed for Congress on Instagram. Hope you are well. Know you've been very busy. I seen where she said it reminded her of being a soldier. How busy she is, and she loves it. That's somebody who likes to stay active and going, and y'all vote for her. That's going to be coming up very, very quickly. Yeah, good morning to you. And while we got the card here, there it is, the soldier, a nice profile pic of Miss Jenna Turnipseed running for the 14th district for Congress. Make sure you vote for her. Don't these other people? They're just been making all sorts of things, deals. But that good old boy system, that backdoor deal making and going on. Calling people up and telling them they need to support this one and getting them to get out of the race, and then everybody lining up. It's they're trying to make it a 2-horse or 1-horse race, really, but 2 horse. But no, we reject that, and our vote counts, and we're voting for Miss Jenna. So God bless her this morning. At 4 a.m. cutting produce next school, a radio interview, a meeting, a rifle team practice, and a final meet and greet in Chatsworth. Busy day. Pray for her. Long day. But hey, it's the best of times, right? No flies on Miss Jenna. She's just out there going after it. Hey, by the way, on Instagram, we'll make announcements. It's going to be coming under the Southern Patriots banner. I'm going to be making a change on that because it is the last one to be flipping over to the Southern Patriots and not Southern Fried. So there'll probably be a channel change. Been trying to work with Instagram to get this done, and I don't know if it's going to work or not. So it may be a new one coming up. So it'll be, Southern Patriots. So, no, I didn't tell you they were playing the halftime show. I said they were playing the other show, Watchmen, Megadeth. I didn't watch the halftime. I didn't watch the Super Bowl, believe it or not. I kept up with what the score was. I didn't watch none of it. Spent the time with my wife, and we watched old Andy Griffith show, if I remember right. But no, I didn't say they were playing. I said there was another party, the other one that was going on that they were going to be a part of. Not, I think that was misunderstood there, buddy. No, Bad Bunny, which the president has said that he thought was horrible. Absolutely terrible is his correct words, official words. Absolutely terrible. I did not watch it, so I couldn't tell you what I couldn't tell you about 2 cents worth. I couldn't even get 1 cent's worth about Bad Bunny. I don't know anything about it. That's nothing I'm interested in. To each his own. If somebody is, I'm not dogging it. I'm just going to tell you that I have no interest. So, but on a much better note, let's get our Bible verse in this morning. Absolutely, so much better than talking about Bad Bunny. Amen to that. Amen. There you go. Acts 16:31. Believe on the Lord Jesus Christ and thou shalt be saved. Absolutely. That's so much better messaging than anything that Bad Bunny could have put on TV. A lot of people avoided it. Did not. My understanding is, and again, this is not a knock at anybody that speaks Spanish, but they said that some people saw the whole halftime was in Spanish. I don't know. They're always trying to hit all the points and all the marks that they can with these kinds of things. So I don't get caught up in the fray. I haven't watched halftimes in years, but I didn't even watch the game. But I do know that Seattle won, and I know that there was. By the way, I grew up in the 70s. I was born in the 60s. I grew up in the 70s. That was my childhood. If there's anything that I can tell you about the 70s, I can tell you this. It was the decade of the streaker. It happened all the time. It happened in my town. There used to be a morning show on here. Remember Harry Thornton, for all you local folks? Remember the time the streaker came through the studio? I mean, it was a flash, but they did. They broke in. I guess they had the door open. They went from one side of the studio to the other. But the 70s were filled with streakers. Why were they calling this guy a streaker? The video I saw said he had pants on or showed pants on. I don't think that's streaking. In fact, we had a song called The Streak in the 70s. I don't understand that at all. I mean, I don't get that. Why would they call the guy a streaker? I mean, he just didn't have a shirt on. He had a message on his back and his chest, I believe. I don't even remember what it was. But he was chased down and taken into custody, as they always are. I don't know what his message was. I don't think anybody knew. It was probably more entertaining than the game, truth be known, at least for New England's part. And somebody said sign him up. He was pretty fast runner. You know, looked like he was in pretty good shape. But I thought streaker. Oh, Roy Cook said it was a sickening man, Dirty Dancing with a Man, God help us. Oh, that was the halftime show? Oh, okay. I was going to do a broadcast and just talk about the game, and I decided not to. I was talking to Cook, actually, and I said, I may just talk through some parts of the game, and then I just didn't. So I decided not to. But yeah, I whatever happened to the days of just good music? I mean, you know, why do we have to have the whole extracurriculars, I guess you could say, that was going on with that? So, let's see here. Okay, yeah. That they do have that during family hours. Yeah. I don't again, there's all this stuff. I don't watch award shows anymore. I really don't. I used to watch a lot because I like music. I used to watch, that's back when we had music. The, the American Music Awards, the Grammys, even way back in the day, the Medal Awards, the MTV, how shamefully that became really quickly. But Broski said he went to bed in the third quarter. Boring game. Yeah, it sounded pretty boring. Field goes and a bunch of defense. New England looked pitiful. The running back for Seattle in a free agent year, it looked good for him. Yeah, Cook, straight up evil. Yeah, why would I want to watch that? Go broke, NFL. But yeah, Kenneth Walker the third, free agent year. He had a really good game. I think 135 on the ground, 26 through the air. If I remember we'll get the stats on the sports show on Wednesday. We'll save that for them. We'll talk a little bit deeper about that and other things. NFL's officially closed out now for the end till the end of this, till the midpoint or late in the year. So that's over. I mean, we're left with baseball starting up, hockey, basketball. If you like sports, I mean, we like sports. And then before you know, hey Barry, but before you know it, it'll be time for college football. We'll get back at it. So, but in the meantime, we got our main thing is racing. Yes. Hope you enjoyed the Saturday interview. If you didn't see it, with Dusty Poff at Poff Racing, young man just trying to get back on the track after an injury and got some things in the car needs to be done. We're going to try to push him along a little bit, see if we can get somebody to help him out, donate him, raise him some money, help him along. And, Dusty's just good folk, and roll tide and go dogs. That's right. We don't need none of that other mess. We're good with that. But Mr. Dusty, we've asked him to co-host with us some. Hello, One True Planet. What's up? I like that. Barry says, watch sports with the satanic pedophiles. Well, there's a lot that's going on. Well, it's a Monday morning for us here on the East Coast. The weather is, I mean, it's 35 degrees. It's not bad. It's going to be like 50 something or 60 something today. I mean, I really think the long range forecast for our area, now it's not the whole United States, but for our area is we may be done. Unless something pops up, we may be done with bad weather, cold weather. It's looking like early spring, which we do. We've renamed the groundhog for the podcast. It's Las Vegas Rick. If you live, I live in Rossville. We call it Las Vegas, so it's Las Vegas Rick. We'll be rolling that out soon. We'll be fully ready for next year. We want to flip that around, but I can tell you that Las Vegas Rick, seen a shadow. We'll have that fully on for next year, or this year, next year, whatever. I don't know, sometime this year. Um, Las Vegas Rick. It just fits. Viva. That's right. Oh, it used to be the used car lot corridor. It still is a little bit, but there was a time when about every other business was a used car lot. And all that goes with that, if you know anything about how the used car business is, that strip encapsulated everything negative that you could find about used car business fully, not even trying to hide it. There was a lot of business done up there, maybe way back there. Oh, it brings new meaning to taking a knee with NFL. Barry would have watched it more if they'd had cats got loose on the field. Anyway, our national day. It is. We do celebrate some national days. It's the Bagel and Lox Day. I'm not really into that, but we've talked about this before. But if you like bagels and loxes, then by all means, today's your day. But there's quite a few of them today. It's Rehydration Day, Monday after the big game. Rehydration Day because of all the drinking. Cook says, me and Jeremy and his daughter test drove a van, didn't make it for blocks. I seen the stat. I don't know if it's true or not about rehydration. Pedialyte. We remember the days we had Pedialyte, the kiddo's sick, and we had to go get the Pedialyte, I saw this stat that 73% of all people that buy Pedialyte are people who are getting over hangovers. I swear that was put out there by some news org. 73%. And I thought it was mainly for young kids. Pedialyte. We got that much drinking and drunkenness going on in America. 73%. And along with that, it is the National Football Hangover Day. That is an official national day today. Cats would have been, Barry says, a good entertainment. What happened to the Puppy Bowl? No, I don't know. Yes, we have had that discussion. That's why I'm not going to meander there very much. It's also National Clean Out Your Computer Day. Well, you got to do those things. Clean out the old files. Get things cleaned up. I've got a little bit of cleaning to do on my emails. I get a lot of emails, so every once in a while, about every 3 weeks or so, I have to really do a deep. That's truly I get that much, and plus things that I'm getting and sending and files and stuff. So, but yeah, clean out your computer day. It's also cut the cord day. A lot of people have done that. Cut the cord over time. Here's two more. One I can get into and one I cannot. I don't want anything to do with. It's National Toothache Day. I don't want to celebrate that day. Watchman says that Pedialyte works if you're sick with flu, hangovers. And I think they were saying that it was, just the hangover part. But yeah. I mean, that's interesting. I thought that drunks hair of the dog. I thought they drank some more of what bit them. I thought that's the way that worked. It's also National Pizza Day. I did order a pizza last night because my wife wanted one. I wasn't going to do it, and she wanted a little pizza. So we had the pizza and breadsticks brought in, and so we enjoyed that. Taking some to work, by the way. So I can get into the National Pizza Day. Is there something is there absolutely something? Here's one for you, Broski. Since you don't, we can't have the Dave's odd. He don't like bagels and stuff. Is there something you don't like on your pizza? I'm a pretty traditional guy, so I'm not doing pineapple, barbecue. What's something other? The fish stuff. What is that? I don't put that on there. I don't want nothing to do with the little bitty fishes and stuff on my pizza. I do not want that. I do not want that at all. So if you're down with that, just if you're good with anything and everything, just throw it out there because I'm not really good with any of that those other things. I'll eat the olives and stuff, even though I'm not really an olive fan. To me, on pizza, they kind of fit. Watchman says red beer works too. Beer mixed with tomato juice, drink before bed, you'll have no hangover. Now, I've never heard that. I didn't know that. Well, I have not had a hangover, thankfully, praise God, in over 30 years. But there at the end, it was not only, it was a twofold hangover, okay? A twofold hangover, I may say it that way. First of all, it's the pain of the hangover. I hate to even say that I had one, but I experienced a few hangovers in my day, unfortunately. But later, before I quit drinking, 100% quit, I'll never go back. It was also the pain of my wife getting on to me about having the hangover. You know, she didn't have a problem with me having the drinks. She used to be a bartender, believe it or not. But it was the me laying around, oh woe is me, and not wanting to go do stuff. That's why she got on to me. Barry's okay. Watchman says anchovy. Yeah, the anchovies. That's pineapple. Yeah, I'm not down with that. Barry, I like Papa John's chicken barbecue pineapple. Ooh, I couldn't eat it, man. I'm glad you like it. I've never had one with anchovies, however. But pizza is good too. Pizza Hut's brand is pretty good. Okay. Cook says, "Love you, brother. Sing a prayer for your family, my brother." Amen. If I would have been there, you would not have none for work. There's no doubt, my brother. No doubt. Me and Cook have eaten some pizza before and some barbecue. Pizza, however, is high carbohydrate, really high being totally bread. So it packs on the pounds. Well, thank you. Yeah. I mean, I don't miss it. I don't. I was so glad to quit. I think I would have quit 5 years before. It's just I thought I had to fit in with, people and do that. I'd quit drinking at home. So I was drinking small amounts, but I quit. I'd have to see a list of toppings to tell you what I don't like. I don't eat pizza anymore, though, because I avoid garlic. Oh, I do too, but man, isn't garlic good. To me, pineapple isn't an option. What I do like, I could agree with every bit of that. Every bit of it. So I'm good with all that, broski. That's like the first time we've agreed on food. But you've probably had, I mean, being from a Philly, I mean, you've probably had some really good pizza. I know you've had some really good, cheesesteaks because really you just can't get them anywhere that good but from Philly. Now, the franchise in Atlanta, they fly their bread in fresh every day. That one franchise down there, it's a Delta fly every day from Philly because there's something about the bread in Philly that really makes that. And they fly that bread in. That's no joke. They fly it in every day. It's on the hot flight, and it gets distributed to the stores. Whatever's not sold is thrown away. They believe in that freshness. So they at least are getting the bread from there. I'm not saying it measures up to a true Philly cheesesteak, but I'm saying that they get as close as they can. in Atlanta, GA. I've had them. They're really good. I think the last time, and Cook will remember this, I think we've been to a concert, right, Cook? And you saw the damage of me trying to drink and then eat something greasy. Oh my gosh. My days of drinking were over. Not that I should be eating something greasy, but I did back then. And it was not, that was not a good mixture for me. I thought I was dying. Oh, let's see here. Yeah, first time ever. Depends on the pizza. Thin pizza I like. Just, well, we got the thin. That's what we got. Just pepperoni, thicker crust, a lot more toppings, meats, and veggies. Papa John's has a cheesesteak pizza. We tried it. It was good. I don't think maybe I've had that, man. Maybe I've had that. I've had all types of pizza. Remember, I lived in Chicago too. Had friends in New York as well. I'm a pizza snob for sure. Yeah, Chicago. Don't want to forget that. So, pizza's just it's just one of those things I've never not liked. I've always liked pizza. It is one of the few things later in life. I told you I don't like cold foods except for like salad and ice cream. I don't eat food cold. I heat everything up. That's why I don't like a lot of cold foods. I just don't like. I don't know why. Picky eater, don't like it cold. I actually can eat cold pizza now. I used to could never do that. I always had to have it heated up. What got me over that was our microwave tore up once in the last few months. And we drug our feet about getting a new one. Boy, that got old. Had to get a microwave. Amazing how a microwave has become part of our lives. But we finally went and got one. But leftover pizza, I'd just get it room temperature, then I'd eat it. Oh, I love cheesesteak pizza, but Papa John's uses ranch instead of Alfredo. Is this real? I don't know. If they had pizza parties with grape soda, I guess it is. I don't know, Barry, if they had that or not, but you're saying they are. I'll believe it. Sickos. So yeah, was your national days. Let's do a couple of birthdays. Birthdays. There's a few I want to recognize today. Saquon Barkley, 28, great football player. Didn't make it to Super Bowl this year, but he's 28. But he seems older, right? Seems like he's been around forever. 28. The great actor, I think he's great. He's a funny guy. Joe Pesci, 82. I didn't know he was that old. Joe Pesci, 82. Who else do I want to recognize today? Jalen Green, 23, basketball player. I know him. Carole King. Grew up with a lot of her music in the 70s. Prolific songwriter. 83 years old today. Wow. Shiloh Sanders, Dion's boy, 25 today. Charlie Day, TV actor, 49. Ryan Williams, football player, 18. I think he's from the University of Alabama. Cook. Judith Light, actress, 76. I know her. Let's see here. If there's anybody else. Seems like I had one more. Well, it's William Harrison's birthday today. He was the president in the 1700s or early 1800s. I can't remember what year he served. But he was born in 1773, so probably around the turn of that century. So there's a shout out for a president. Charles Shaughnessy, 70, another actor. I know him. Well, let's see. Jason George, 53, another TV actor. And I do know him. There's birthdays today. There's a few of them anyway. If it's your birthday, happy birthday to you. In 1861 on this day, Jefferson Davis, roll tide. Jefferson Davis of the Confederate States of America was elected. And it was also in 1943, the end of the Battle of Guadalcanal. And also in this day in history, in 1971, the Baseball Hall of Fame nominates Satchel Paige. Amazing athlete. Our city shout out today is Laurel, Mississippi. Laurel, Mississippi is our town. Laurel was As of 2020, had 17,161. It is the, let's see, I'm trying to look at the date. It was formed, 1880s, I think, 1881, something like that. Became sort of a working little town. Well, Laurel, Mississippi. Shout out to you today. Broski Bear, Amoroso rolls, Harcone's rolls, any bakery, local bakery rolls. Truth. Rolls make the cheese steak. Okay, rolls make the cheese steak. Yeah. Cooper Sharp cheese is the preferred cheese to use. Okay, I didn't know that. Didn't know that at all. What makes the bread for cheesesteaks in New York pizza crust is the tap water. That's the key place here in Athens. Imports. I didn't know they imported the. You had a place there that imports that tap water. Wouldn't that mean, is that good? Is it just all the crud in there? Is it all that crud they have? I mean, are they just known for naturally great tap water or what? Yeah, cook before long. You'll be able to shout, roll tide. I made cheesesteaks last night, shaved ribeye, bell peppers, onions, and mozzarella. I forgot to get provolone. So, my watchman for you is a cook. He likes to cook and likes music. So that's two things we know about him. So enjoy. I hope you enjoyed that. I'd say it was probably pretty good, even if you forgot to get the provolone. Another thing I like to get, I do like lasagna. I like to. I've made that homemade as well. We did that once. We, as homemade as we could do it. I mean, we layered the cheese and all that stuff, and then we laid it all out and baked it. But a good lasagna is really good, man. I'm more of a Italian food eater, I guess, probably than I am anything because I do like a lot of those things. I like the noodles and stuff. I wouldn't say I like all of it, but I like a lot of it. There's a place up here that is excellent. A couple of places, but one of them I really like to go, and they have something called a tour of Italy. It has a sampler plate, and they have a lot of different samples around different things. Because I like spaghetti, I like lasagna. I mean, they're just in several more things, and they put a little bit of that on the plate, and it's all good. It's all good. Well, let's see. Unique to the Olive Garden, Barry says delivers. I had their shrimp alfredo, and it was very good. I didn't know they delivered. I've only been to Olive Garden a handful of times, but thoroughly enjoyed myself. And I will tell you, back they had a special going at one time. It was like 2 for $20. And me and my wife went in, and you could get the salad and the soup, all you can eat. They give you that bread. Man, by the time the meal got there, man, I was stuffed. I just took it home. Made like a handful of bites and then put it in the box and took it home. Unique to the Philly area is tomato pie, not pizza. Yes, that's very, very much so. Coropolosi, I'm saying it right, bakery. Tomato pies are cut in squares and are eaten room temp. It's a sweet, tangy sauce with finely grated sharp Romano on top. Sounds good, my man. They also make a white pie with sweet peppers, which is my favorite. Yeah, it makes the crust the chemical makeup of New York City tap water. No joke. Crunchy crust with soft inside. You remember that thing in the Andy Griffith show where the English butler guy comes over and he makes that pizza pie or whatever it was, or it wasn't pizza, it was like a pie, but you started out with your meats and stuff and you went through and at the end was the dessert. I think I would like that. I think I would like eating through that, and at the end you get like some sort of dessert baked in. That sounded good. I've always thought that sounded good when I heard that. Made a lot of sense to me. So good morning again on Instagram for joining. Thank you for popping in here. We're having a unique Monday discussion about foods, especially pizza and cheesesteak. But also the president has said he thinks year 2 will be better than year 1. He thinks 2025 was great. A lot of wins. And right in time for the midterms, yes, he's still weighing the $2,000 tariff rebate checks. Look for that to really drop right around election time. It's the old political two-step there about money. It gets people really interested, gets them in a voting kind of mood. Yeah, man gave me a check. I would say that's probably, there's no coincidence in that. So end of year, I would say that will probably be mid to late October, if I had to guess. Watchman says if you're in Athens, that would be Georgia, go to Pepinil's for Italian food and pizza, or DT at Little Italy's for pizza. The same family runs both. They import the New York City tap water. I don't know if I could enjoy it now, dude, since you've told me that. I'd be thinking, what's in the water? Of course, I think that here too. I mean, I could. I just have to not think about it. I could just see you sitting at the table. Folks, all this food is made with New York tap water. Enjoy. In Athens, I heard the mine was damaged there after they moved it outside of town. Have you heard anything about that? Did they clean it up? I heard the same thing too, and I don't know if they cleaned it up. They need to quit moving monuments. Ridiculous. Did they even have a legal right on this one, Barry? I mean, they may have on this one. But most of these towns have been moving monuments in direct opposition to the law in the state of Georgia. Olive Garden is frozen food? I don't know. It'd still be good, man. The Hudson River, a.k.a. Old Brown. Enjoy your cheesesteak now, buddy. Old Brownie. I could be taken a lot of ways, man. Oh. I just heard that one of them was moved. I don't know if it would be a Confederate one he's talking about. So I don't know if that's what he means, but it would be a Confederate monument. That's what he's talking about. Barry says Olive Garden is frozen food with New York. Best pizza you ever ate. Are you a fan of the little pizza buffets? They got the thin pizza. Around here we only have one. What's it called? The little CC's. There's only one left in my area. Down in Cartersville, Cartersville or Daresville? I think it's Cartersville. Stevie B's. I've been there several times back when I went to Bible school down that way. It was pretty good. Had a few more options than CC's had. Good morning, Jerry Barrett. I enjoyed the Super Bowl my way. I watched NCIS reruns. I didn't want to see a bunch of crybaby millionaires or a fairy prancing around announcing their intentions on a future destination. Hear, hear. I didn't watch it either. And I certainly didn't see halftime. I didn't know that you were a fan of NCIS, though. That's interesting. Speaking of which, we don't normally on the morning show talk cases. I like to do that sometimes at night. But to throw a curveball in the discussion this morning, this mother of Savannah, what was her name, Guthrie or whatever, this case is weird. Has anybody else noticed how weird that case is? I mean, I think to use the term inside job, I'm sort of believing now that there's somebody involved in the family. It's really strange what's going on with that case. I mean, odd, very odd stuff. Wanting millions, in Bitcoin. They're out searching the family grounds. Getting down into wells or whatever it was. I mean, they're out there doing poll checks. I mean, this is a strange. I know you got to look, and it tells me they've run out of leads, but but the whole family thing, where you come out, pardon me, and you're saying that we've been contacted by these. Hey, Freedom Anon 17, good to see you. God bless you. It's really weird that we want her back and we will pay. It was just really quick, that they would do it that way. I don't know. It seemed odd. It almost seemed like the Bongino Cash Patel video. Very strange video. Probably FBI got it as well. It was a very strange video. Let's see here. I like CC's Taco. Oh, it is good. I can go down with that, Barry. Yeah, the whole situation, suspect with a kidnapping. I agree. I'm not paying attention, but they said some Bitcoin ransom. That's what they said. And the FBI can't catch the person because they use a VPN. Yeah, that's what they said. Go to Little Italy in Athens. One slice would do you bigger than the plate. Wow. Little Italy in Athens. Well, I'm about due to go back down to Athens. I haven't been in a long time because I used to go several times a year for Georgia football games. But I haven't been back in quite a while. But that sounds like fun. I could dig it. Little Italy in Athens. Like I said, I'm always going to like pizza. Back to when I went in the military 17. And as a boy from North Georgia, and I guess stretching myself out a little bit, I thought it was funny that I could eat pizza and drink beer on the base at 17. I did that one time just to say I did it. I felt guilty about it. I could feel my parents going, "What are you doing?" But that's about as hard as I break out. But someone is wanting to get rich real quick at the cost of woman's life. When they found her, they need a redneck court trial and sentencing. Amen, brother. When they do find her, they need to have that. Yeah, I agree. But I'm just curious. Do you think? And I'm not saying they are. It just seems kind of weird. Like, how did they know the time frame that when she'd be home? A lot of stuff, and why her? I mean, I get it. Somebody's mama, but she's very elderly. I mean, 84. That's not your typical kidnapped person, right? I mean, she has medical needs, and of course, kidnappers don't care. She could already be, unfortunately, God forbid, deceased. There's a lot of strangeness to it, though. At first, I was just like, it was an odd story to begin with, a little bit. You don't normally hear about this on a national scale like that anymore. And just the fact that it started getting weirder, a lot of strange questions. Barry says, I like their spinach pizza the best, and the Bavarian, excuse me, can't speak, cream dessert pizza. Well, I've never had that. Weird story. She was taken from her bed, her blood on the front step, which means she's probably dead. Hopefully not, but let's be real. I think everybody's thinking that way, though, man. It's a very strange story. The movie Silence of the Lambs, Savannah Guthrie quoted out of one of their scenes where they said, talk to my mother or talk to her. Yeah. Also, by the way, the one thing I did see about the NFL, Mac Hollins, the wide receiver of the Patriots, did you see how he came in the stadium? My God. With handcuffs on and a range 13 coveralls or shirt on. What the heck? Trying to get attention, I guess. What a strange way to be coming in and get your butt kicked. Wow. See here. It's really odd. It's all odd. Everybody's trying to get into a made-for-TV drama. Jerry says, I'd have a short rope and know where a tall tree is at. Yeah, poor lady. I mean, come on. Their sausage is good too, like real homemade Italian sausage, big pieces, so good. Never heard of Savannah Guthrie before, but looked her up, and her net worth is 40 mil. And they asked for 6 million in Bitcoin. I mean, some people are saying it's a real high-tech operation. The way they've done it, the kidnappers. But it's very, very strange. Watchman still has the casing on it, cut from links. I might have to get down there and try that, man. You got me curious. That's a 3-hour tour for me, one way. I might get stuck. A 3-hour tour. It takes me a while to get down to Athens from here. Have to go through all that traffic in Atlanta. But hey, for a good pizza, and I think I might do it. Yeah, no, I forgot about that part, Friedman. Thank you. Her husband worked for the Clintons since 1991. My understanding, he was refusing to handle the Clintons testifying about their involvement with Epstein. That's an interesting point to that. I forgot about that. Yeah, the big old Clinton Foundation, you know, crazy stuff. Let's put that in there. Put that on the screen so you can see it. Yeah, so I have to cross over the Instagram. That's a great point. Thanks for being here. Thanks for the comment. Yeah, anything with the Clintons is always bad anyway. I mean, it's again, it's like how can it get more strange? Like that this son-in-law or whatever is, her son-in-law has some connection to or something, but very, very strange, very, very strange. I mean, it's always like that with the Clintons and with all the liberals. I mean, very, very odd stuff, man. But I don't know. I just think it's kind of creeped over into there's something else going on here. It's just not some dudes looking for money. I refuse to believe that anymore. I'm kind of middle of the road. I don't jump right into this. There's ulterior motives. Sometimes people just do bad, ugly, evil things just because that's who they are, and you're in the wrong place at the wrong time. But this one had an ick feeling to it from the beginning. It really did. It really, really did. The weird thing is, our thing was Trump doesn't want to be strict with Bill Clinton. Says he's a good friend. You know. Let me make my statement again. To be perfectly clear, in relation to Epstein and those files that continue to drop down, I don't care who it is. Does not matter if they're involved in child trafficking and children abuse and women trafficking and sexual abuse. I don't care who they are. Burn them down. I don't care what name comes out. Let's get them and let's prosecute them to the fullest extent of the law. It doesn't bother me. I'm not sitting, because I keep seeing these things on the internet where people attack MAGA and saying, yeah, your boys is. They have proved nothing so far. My feeling is if they had any real evidence on him, they would have already rolled that out. But I would say if it pops up and it's substantial, prosecute absolutely to the full extent of the law. But everybody involved. All this cover-up's got to stop. I don't care who they are. Burn them down. We're talking about children. We're talking about, females. These people are sick. Take them down. Prosecute them, again, to the full extent of the law. Pepino's cheesesteak steak, are as long as your forearm. You can eat off of it for 3 days easy. Barry, I totally agree. You notice how Bill Gates and England's Andrew didn't apologize for what they did. They're upset they got caught. Yeah, and yeah, sure. He does say that, and by the way, she is fixing to come to Washington. I'm sure it is, broski. I don't. He's not. He does not seem worried at all. I don't disagree with that statement at all. At all. Well, the whole sleazy family. I mean, really. My gosh, the Clinton Foundation. They should be a documentary made about that. Why is this place? Why is it still called a foundation? Why do they still have some sort of a tax advantage or whatever they get, protections or whatever? This place has taken in money from people they shouldn't be taking it from, and they have never named one project that the Clinton Foundation has handled that it's supposed to. I don't know of anyone. If there is one, I would like to see how much was spent on it. Oh yeah, it's way before Trump, Watchman, for sure. But what is some major project that the Clinton Foundation funded with all that Saudi money besides making themselves rich? Wow. Is this going to be like we need to get a hold of the account guy like in the Al Capone We got to get the money guy, the guy that has the records, knows how. We got to get him, put him in a safe place, put him on the stand, he, she, whatever, or both. You know what I mean? To make an accounting for this. Has there ever been an accounting for the Clinton Foundation? Have they ever produced financial records? Have they ever been asked for that? Has there ever been? Have they ever went to the? They come out like they do a lot of these places. They'll say, they brought in such and such accounting firm or CPAs or whatever, and they did a full accounting. I wonder if there's ever been one on the Clinton Foundation. I kind of doubt it. Considering what's happening in Minnesota, how much taxpayer money is in the Clinton Foundation, how much was diverted. Yeah. Again, I follow the money. Follow the money. I did hear about that. I did hear that was sickening. Absolutely sickening. I did hear a little bit about that. And yes, Broski, I did see the video. I'll stand on my comments. Just shouldn't have happened. I expect more from my president. You can be mad at me if you want. But I did see it. I didn't go looking for it. It popped up. So I watched it. But yeah, that's sickness, man. Very sick. Well, I don't know, Watchman. This is Watchman's statement. Epstein's still alive, I'm sure of it. His bank accounts are still active, as well as gaming accounts are still active. Epstein created microtransactions in video games. He was in the main men. I couldn't say. If all the people that are supposed to still be alive are alive, I got you, broski. I got you. I think we understand each other. I mean, they say Elvis was still alive. He'd be pretty old right now. Of course, they said the same thing about Adolf Hitler, that he never really died. So I don't know. I'm not saying he's not or he is. I don't know. I do like the movie. What was that? Where the president has fallen ill, and he's like on life support. I mean, he's a vegetable, and they get the guy Dave. Was that Dave? They get him to impersonate the president because he's a lookalike. Now the news comes out that Biden suffered a medical issue way back, and this has been an actor ever since. There is a site. I've read their stuff for several, at least 3 years, that says Vladimir Putin died. That he had AIDS and cancer or something, and he went out. There is a site that says that, but do I have proof of that? No. That the generals are running Russia and not Putin. So you hear this stuff, I don't know. Yeah, that's sick. That's absolutely sick. True, I'll never believe he killed himself. Yeah, I don't believe he killed himself. And if you listen to the guy that, I mean, all the moves that were made right before he supposedly died or did die or whatever were very strange. So let's face it, we know, because when you have something like that going on, there's always going to be people that are connected that don't want that news getting out. Because what is her? How you say her name? She is going to plead the fifth, they say, when they bring her up for her depositions and all. She said, she's going to do the 20, I guess, and try to get out. She's not going to say nothing. She's not saying a word. She's not really said anything other, than a few little things. She's not said much at all. Epstein was talking to the heads of the U.S. Treasury Department, was in jail. The heads of the world's largest banks in jail, bro. I wouldn't doubt it. I mean, a lot of people have ran criminal operations from jail. I mean, absolutely, they've done that. Hey, Morgan Neal, God bless you, and you're lovely. I hope y'all had a blessed weekend. I'm sure you were singing somewhere. Freedom Man says, Freedom Anon, excuse me, says Epstein file said Joe Biden was dead. Trump on Twitter and recently on Truth said Biden was dead. Biden niece and daughter said Biden was dead. Freedom Anon says that. He looked dead. I mean, would it surprise me? No. Uh, I've always thought, because he went downhill so fast. I mean, and then all of a sudden there's like a little bit of rejuvenation, like he was able to do some things because he was looking so. At one point, he looked like he was like and I don't mean this in any kind of way, almost like a stroke victim. He's like he couldn't even speak. It was like very hard to get anything out. Very strange. So, but no, I would not be surprised at all that he was making deals, talking to people. I mean, there's big criminal operations that have been ran from jail. I mean, you can get more drugs in jail than out of jail. It's not it's highly probable that I would say that without even seeing evidence. I'm not saying it didn't happen. That would happen because you can get messaging in and out, and the bigger and more powerful you are, there's always deals can be cut because you can work with people to pay people money on the outside for taking back and forth, and they have access to phones in these jails and stuff. They have access to personal phones where they don't have to be recorded. There is a pic of bearded Epstein with long hair surrounded by bodyguards in Tel Aviv. I ran through an AI detector that said it's not like he made with AI, so it's real. Okay, I haven't seen that. Biden was about 6'5" for a couple of days. I do remember there was the hot thing. You're right. I do remember that. It was weird. CIA technology, you can just throw a face over yours. You'd never know it was a mask. There was a real old Columbo. Remember this old Columbo where, who was it? Dick Van Dyke. Wasn't it him? And he played the doctor or whatever, and he killed somebody. But he was trying to give himself an alibi. And so they ran down the freeway with a mask on, but it was picked up by the early state cameras and stuff they had. This would be a 70s or very early 80s show. Freedom Anon, Biden was CGI, doppelganger, clones, actors with masks. Full on, just bringing it this morning. That was not the real Biden as president, not the same person, at least two different men playing him. Well, that was weird stuff for the years as well, right? Weird stuff for the years, not even made the same. I know people use some things to make things different, to bring up try to get their own clicks and stuff. But there was a lot of people that showed stuff that I think tries to get the best intel. And there was strange things about that. I mean, very strange things. But, and again, I don't put nothing past people in power that want to hang on to power. I don't put nothing past them. So, yeah. Of course, on the other side, they like to say the president wasn't really shot in the ear. And they got mad that he came out with that big bandage on. He was shot at because we know a man died. So maybe it didn't require as big a bandage as it did. But hey, the president played the moment. I think the nation was behind it, saying, hey. But I will say that FBI group at Butler, that looked like the Keystone Cops. If that was really agents in the Secret Service, they should all be in jail. Just not just because they failed and they were the dumbest looking people I've ever seen do any kind of security. Just because they're stupid, they should go to jail. We don't need people like that running around with with weapons or any kind of a title. Or wow, how stupid was that? I mean, that none of them looked like they had any clue what they were doing. None of them. Biggest fail, Secret Service fail ever. Hey, Pit Road Network, God bless you. Yeah, big fail on that one. But when you get into these things and you watch these operations, and I mean, you have the power to do things. I mean, they got people work. They got people on the payroll that know how to get, do things like that. So I would agree. I mean, yeah, it's just whether it really happened or not. I just it seems strange. Like I said, he He looked fairly coherent at times, and at other times he looked like a zombie, an absolute zombie. Remember the video? It was a strange video. The one where Obama comes through and everybody's talking to him and nobody's talking to Biden, supposedly the sitting president. Was that not the strangest video ever? And I know they had this great love for Obama, but really, Biden's up there trying to like, hey, I'm president. Look at me. That was a very strange video. Or live. It was alive when it was recorded, but was that not the strange, weird thing that you saw about that? I don't know. It's very, very odd. Epstein was sitting down with Israel Prime Minister Ehud Barak. Yeah, Ehud was a failure as a prime minister, a big failure. And Epstein was telling him how to spy on people in the USA, and introduced him to Peter Thiel to use Pelletier. This is recorded in Epstein files. If everything was on the up and up, there's nothing to worry about, right? That's right. Audio is clear, he says on that. So yeah, thanks for all the stuff you're popping. So we don't usually get that heavy on the morning show, but hey, I'm willing to go where the conversation takes us. It is Monday. We got to go heavy on a Monday. I do hope that you have a wonderful Monday. I'll probably get out just a little early. Maybe coming a little earlier in the near future, maybe even tomorrow, just to get more time for me to be able to help with my wife as we take her to my sons and things like that. So we'll see. Maybe starting tomorrow, might be 5:30 coming on. So we'll see. For those that are up early in the morning, some of you get an early start to your day. There's no doubt. But have a great Monday. And I got to get my granddaughter to school a little earlier today. I think she's got something she's got to do. So, yeah, weird the whole thing. That was a strange video. He's walking through. I mean, how often do you see the president ignored like that by everybody? Everybody around him ignored him. I mean, if he wasn't such a sleazy bad guy, I'd have felt sorry for him. But there's nothing to feel sorry about with him because he's just, the whole family's just bad. And the more we find out just how bad they are and were. But yeah, there's a lot of weird, odd connections, and when you get into lib world, especially lib political world, the connections are every connection is bad, bad. Well, yeah, I'd agree with that. I think that was pretty obvious, but I've never seen one like that before or since, where a guy, the sitting supposed president, I mean, he truly, we know what happened in the election, but I'll probably get blasted on one of the platforms for saying that this morning. I don't care. But we know that was happening because it was so obvious. And the whole, and it, that whole group that was involved with Obama, Valerie Jarrett and the whole group. I mean, they were, they never liked Joe anyway. They said bad things about him. He was just a guy that they could put up there. They wanted him along just because he could be controlled so easily. I'm going to tell you though, some of those files, and there's millions of files they're still dropping down files every day, and the pictures and videos, some of them I don't know that they can actually release because they're so bad. They're so illegal, sicko things. There's a picture of Hunter, and have you seen that one? That's just been out not long. I'm not even going to repeat what I just popped up on a thing, but it's very, very, very ugly and strange. When the people that run the world are pedophiles who eat babies and drink their blood, that's about all that matters till justice is served and they are stopped. Jerry Barrett, Biden entered politics in 1974 and is always a patsy for the Democrats. Yeah, I mean, those two trials are not trials, but those two committees to, put the potential Supreme Court nominees through, stop or confirm or whatever. Well, what a putz he was during that. Wait till you see the files on Roger Stone and his bull mask on the island. Huh. Hadn't heard about that one. Well, and who was the justice that had the weird things going on? He's dead now. The circumstances around his death are very strange. Who was that guy's name? I just can't think of it this morning. It was on there forever, forever. That was ugly too. But yeah, well, all right, we're gonna scoot, man. We'll be on tonight. I think we'll do some music. We'll do a music show tonight. I got to catch up a little bit. I'm still catching up a little bit, but we're trying to we're about leveled out now with our schedule and stuff. Wednesday will be sports and racing hour. That'll be on Wednesday night, and we'll have something else tonight too. Tomorrow will be cat show. I'll be the cat lady with the pet show. Thank you, Jerry. You have a great day as well. I hope you had a great time with your grandchildren. I hope you had a great day with your grandchildren. Y'all out running around. I bet y'all had a ball. Grandchildren are great. I looked at my wife last night, at the one Kaylee that lives with us, and I said, she just was cracking us up the way she was talking about certain things. And I looked at my wife and I said, can you believe that she is about to be 14 years old? It's like, I feel so old, but she is a hoot. She's an absolute hoot. I tell you, I'll say this. I was mad at her yesterday. I thought she was ignoring me. She had those stupid earbuds in. I bought her for Christmas. I thought, she's ignoring me. We did. Today is blood work day. Blessings and prayers on you, Jerry, for hopefully good blood work will go well, and continued good things going on with your seizures. Hope that there's none. The medicine works. Blessings to all. Pray for the good old USA. Pray for us, my wife especially. We'd appreciate it. And we'll be back this evening. Have a great Monday. It should be a beautiful day here in the Southeast. An absolutely beautiful day. But your day can be beautiful, however. I hope and trust that all are followers of and believers in the Lord Jesus Christ. And if you're not, make today the day of salvation. He is our hope. Not all these wicked, evil leaders we have in the world. It is the one, the only Jesus Christ, the same yesterday, today, and forever. God bless. Dave is out. Thanks for the support. Give us a like, follow, share. Numbers are rising all the time. We appreciate it. Thank you so much. We'll see you soon.